Say it again.
Yes, the regiments' names, you were talking about divisions.
Oh yes.
Like Deccan North or whatever.
Yeah, they were named or numbered, so ours, rifle and others, yeah, that's the way it works. In the same way you get the first battalion momentary. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And you get sub-battalions of those as well. And very often what you get mixed battalions which will have different racial groups within it, different religious groups within it as well.
I mean, the reason I asked is my neighbour served in Burma.
Yeah.
He served with the 17th Legion in the army.
Yeah.
And he was mentioning regiments, which was made up of three basic religious groups.
Yes, yeah, absolutely right. It's worthwhile saying, by the way, that in the Second World War, the Indian Army serving in Burma and India, it's 1.5 million men. It's the largest volunteer army ever in history. Yeah. Not at all.
Very nice. Very clear.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Lovely.
You said that Haig said that the First World War was going to start in either 1940 or 1960. On what evidence did he base this?
I don't know. No, the thing I would do is this one. If anyone wants to buy it or get it, this is the piece of evidence I've got. So again, so someone else's evidence, not mine. So you can shoot me down. But quite clearly he planned for the Indian Corps to be mobilised. It's called War and History. It's a journal which is available online and elsewhere, but you can buy copies of it. And this is the most recent version of it, which is volume 13, number 2, July 2006. A very good article in there. It is referenced. You can have a look if you like. You'll find the reference in a minute. Okay? Yeah. So.
I prefer what you were saying in the earlier part of
yeah.
a splendid talk, which I very obviously appreciate.
Thank you.
Given that, for fairly obvious reasons, there are certain problems or limitations on the army of today's India recruiting Punjabi Muslims, who is in the Indian army today?
Someone can help me with that one? No? Somebody who might help me? I don't know the makeup. Well, one thing I do know is they're still Gurkhas.
Yeah.
I'm not certain of the
Sikh still going, yeah.
yes.
A disproportionately large number of Sikh regiments,
Yeah.
but it's not quite as disproportionately large as it was under the British. So I think they've tried to actively recruit non-Punjabis from other parts of India purely for political reasons,
Yeah.
as well as...
That makes sense. Yeah,
yes.
it does. Curiously enough, my tour guide in Goa had a British Army stable belt on, and explained that he was his dad's. He didn't know what it was. I told him it was actually REMC, but that's another matter. So yeah, it's all there, you know, when you look. But obviously, there is the question of politics again, which is important. And the important thing is that many of the regiments in the Indian Army and Pakistan Army still have that lineage that goes back to before 1857.
Yeah.
It's still there in a way that arguably we've lost. Can I just say, by the way, there was a discussion a while back about having not a serving unit, but a training company of Sikhs in the British Army that was going to be called Nerve Chappelle Company. And they discussed it and sort of went cold on it. But that's sort of letting the cat out of the bag. On the basis that the idea would be that the turban would be in corps colours, the centrepiece, as a training thing, and when you then went on to your individual unit. But that for whatever reason, don't speculate on that, it never actually happened. Yet. There we are, something to think about. The army, I mean, the fact I think it's probably in a safe, but this time not in cinema. I think it's somewhere in Aldershot, right? Somebody planned for it, which is really useful. And obviously thought about what battle honour they should give, and it was Nerve Chappelle that they went for, has been the name of the unit, which is interesting. Right, fine.
So about the VCs and the Gurkhas, there's a new postage stamp out today.
Is there? I heard about it in the paper.
Which is illustrating a Gurkha on it.
There isn't one with the Sikh on it as well, is there, by any chance?
No, it's
Cool. There's no go there, shall we? Let's leave that one alone. The post office can sort that one out themselves, can't they? Okay. Well, look, thank you very, very much. I'm sorry if there's any confusion about which room we were in.